Welcome in, welcome back. We are moving on to episode 7 of painting all 50 of the United States of America, and we are on to Arizona today. If it's your first time joining us, this is the process: tracing out it from the map on some parchment paper, cutting it out, tracing that onto some stretch canvas, and then of course painting it on the stretch canvas, cutting it out once more, and gluing it up onto the map. For Arizona, I have been here a couple of times. I love Arizona. I have an art client that lives out there and they are amazing. My best friend took me out there to Scottsdale to hang out for a couple of weekends and we've had a great time. And I have not been out there when it is 8 billion degrees. I've been out there in the cooler times of the year where it was still around 90 and it was crispy, let me tell you, but it wasn't too humid, so I didn't have a terrible time with it. Everything was beautiful scenery wise, and as you could guess, there was a very big focus on some cactus while we were there. I wanted to do a very cloudy, very hot, warm looking sunset, get a little bit of those crispy bright red mountains in the background, and get a couple of the very famous, I forgot the name while I'm filming this, or while I'm voicing this over right now, of the cactus, but you'll know it when you see them. I had someone nail this, whoever it is, I don't know your username, but shout out to you for nailing exactly what I was going to paint before I had any sneak peek, anything posted. This is pretty much exactly what you had requested, and I already had it painted out, so good call on your part. There have been several of you in the comments very excited for me to get to Arizona, so I really hope you like it. Of course, leave me a comment below telling me what you think about it, and then if you're from another state, you're really wanting to see yours, drop those comments with ideas, suggestions, all of those things. There are a lot of ideas going around for some states, and some of you are gonna be in a battle in those comments, because Idaho, I'm leaning towards potato, but some of you are very much don't do potato. Nevada, I don't know what I'm gonna do other than Vegas, but some of you really don't want Vegas in there, so I'm gonna need a little bit of inspiration to get us through those. I also recognize and realize that it's a long ways away, but we're gonna have a state be last, and it's not, remember, I'm just doing this off of like gut feeling and knowing what to paint, or like what I want to paint, so whatever state's gonna be last, no judgment, no harsh criticisms on you, that just might be how it ends up. And if you guys want to start deciding what state's gonna be the last state, let's do it. Somebody's gonna have to be last. I don't know who it's gonna be. Okay, there we go. We have our little cacti in there. We've got our wonderful warm reflection of our sun everywhere. I think it's time to go ahead and get Arizona cut out and glued up onto that map. This is such a nice journey to be having. I'm so glad so many of you have joined in to follow along this process of all the 50 states, and all of those of you who are commenting, supporting, viewing, all the things. Really, I do appreciate it. Shout out to you. And there we go. Arizona's up on the board. Let me know what you think and drop a comment for what you want to see.